a deeper analysis on the gold. Let's now together do some analysis on the gold, and let's see now what we can expect on the upcoming week. Before we start, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and kindly share the video. So here, my friends, I'm going to use the weekly chart right now, and of course this is the gold chart. Now what we can see right here is actually something very interesting. So again, we are still here on this broken level of a triangle, as we can see, and the gold is indeed above this level and has recently made the bullish breakout from that triangle, so meaning the market is still actually on a bullish movement. Now what I want to apply here is the resistance trend lines. Now how can we do that? By simply connect the key levels of a resistance trend line. For example, we can connect those levels like that, and as we can see right now, we do have right now a broken level of a resistance trend line, and that was of course the bullish breakout candle. So right now the gold, based on the weekly chart again, is actually retesting the broken level of a resistance trend line, and now most likely we will witness a new support trend line. So in my opinion, the gold is most likely going to continue the rise for the upcoming week. So therefore, let's consider to buy the gold. So again, based on the weekly chart, we have determined that the direction is going to be to the rise. Now, we have determined the direction, that's good, but now what's about the entry and the take profit level? Well, let's now move to the daily chart and let me show you something. Now here on the daily chart, we do have right here, of course, a strong level of a key support, as we can see right here. Now 2280.02. That was actually a very strong key level of a support, and as you can see, the gold has actually been ranging on that level for multiple days. Again, I am on the daily chart, which means each candle represents a whole day. So therefore, we are having here 1, 2, 3, 4 candles, meaning that for 4 days, the gold kept actually trying to make a bearish breakout from that level of a support, but has always failed. And as a result, I think the last daily candle of a Friday has actually closed, showing actually a pressure from the buyers and the sellers as well. Now, what I want to highlight is this blue candle. Actually, this is one price action that we usually trust. When you see the tail shorter than the peak of the candle, usually it's actually a good sign that the market right now is getting ready for the rise. So again, the price action on the daily chart is promising. Now, what about the 4-hour time frame? Let's go there. Now here on the 4-hour time frame, the price action is not so much promising. It seems like there is a strong bearish movement so far. Therefore, I think we will have to wait for a better entry till we can start buying the gold. Now again, the question being raised is where exactly we can buy the gold, and how far we have to wait for the gold to continue the fall to. To find the answer, I'm going to apply the magic of the resistance trend line based on the 4-hour time frame right in front of you. And that can be done by simply look at the resistance trend line right here. So my idea here, guys, of the magic of trend lines. Now, actually, I have 2 videos on my channel where I actually have explained in a brief how to understand and to apply also the magic of trend lines. Now, you have to watch those 2 videos, my friends, part 1 and part 2, called the magic of trend lines, to understand what I'm about to do right now. So what I will do, guys, is simply connect those levels of 2 levels of resistance trend line all the way just like that. Excellent. Now what do we see? Now based on the 4-hour time frame, we can see clearly right here that we have this level of a resistance trend line, which after the bullish breakout has become a support trend line number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then after the bearish breakout candle happened right here, the same level of the resistance trend line has indeed been respected. That's interesting. That means that the market is actually retesting or actually respecting that level of a trend line. Now, you can actually back test it just to be sure, because we will use the same line right now to find our next entries. So just let me just back test it right in front of you. So as you can see, let me just go in the past, and I want to show you that this actually is very powerful. Look at that. Check this out. So in the past, even right here, we can see that the same line was actually paying off, and we would actually be able to find that, or actually to detect that level of a resistance trend line. So meaning the market, or actually the gold, is actually respecting those levels of a resistance and support trend lines. Check this out, even right here. That level of support trend line has indeed been respecting the same level of the support trend line, and then it became a resistance trend line, and that's really incredible. I mean, no matter where you place the line, you will notice that the market is always respecting it. Now, of course, we are just backtesting right now. Look at that. This is amazing. Right here, it was a support trend line. And then after the fake breakout, it became another support trend line, which means the same support trend line has indeed been respected for not only once, but twice. And after the bearish breakout, it became a resistance trend line, which means we could actually have used that line to find these awesome entries. Now, let's go to the current time, and I'm going to use the same line exactly that I have just tested it right in front of you. Now, what I will do is simply place it right here exactly at that level of a key support trend line. That is a very strong key level of support trend line. So now, in my opinion, the best possible entry for the gold is to wait for it to fall a little bit more, to retest the same level of the support trend line, and afterward it will continue the rise. Now, the trick here is about the take profit level, because those trend lines are actually good in finding the reversal points, but they cannot tell you the direction, which means we are not really sure if the gold will continue the rise to the maximum till the peak of the resistance, or if it's just going to make a pullback, reaching that level of a resistance level, and then it's going to fall. For that, I would highly recommend to set this as our take profit level. That level of a key resistance at 2337.02. That is going to be our take profit level, and I will explain to you the reason why later. Now, since we are actually waiting for the gold to reach the same level of a support trend line, that means that on the left side, we have to find a strong key level of a support as well. So, by simple check, actually, we can see clearly that right here exactly at 2267.04, that was actually a previous level of a broken resistance. Then it became a support number 1, support number 2, and now if the gold will continue the fall, first of all, it will have to respect the previous level of a support trend line plus the previous level of a horizontal support. Now, let's talk about the take profit level. So we have decided that we will buy the gold exactly at this level. But now, why the take profit level is right here? For a simple reason that I'm going to clone the same line that I have just drawn, just like that. Now what I will do is simply place the same line and just put it right here, right on the peak of the nearest level of a resistance trend line, which was right here. We have originally generated the line from that level of a resistance trend line, which became a support trend line number 1, number 2, number 3, and then after the bearish breakout, it became here a resistance trend line number 1. Therefore, if the gold will make a bullish reversal at this level of a support, most likely it will continue to rise till it reaches the edge of the channel, which also matches up with the previous level of a resistance trend line plus the key level of a resistance right here, which was in the past also a key support as well. So therefore, I'm expecting from the gold to just be ranging inside of this channel just like that, and just to continue move inside it. So we will buy the gold exactly at this level right here, buy at 2267.04, just like that. And of course, for the take profit level, it's gonna be exactly right here at the resistance, take profit at 2337.02, which means we can actually seek about, I would say, 700 pips, which is really easily nowadays with the gold. Now for the safe zone, since we are actually talking about this level of a support level right here and the support zone, as we can see, or this support trend line, then our safe zone shouldn't actually be really exceeding that level of a previous key level of a support right here exactly at 2227.88, because again, it's gonna be actually just way above our expectation. Let me just reduce it like that to be around 300 pips, I would say. So guys, the safe zone will be ranging only for 300 pips, and again, our take profit level will be approximately 700 pips. Now again, don't forget to join our free group of Telegram to receive any updates about these signals, because I'm going to update you right here personally. If I notice any price action going against us, for example, a strong bearish movement right here, I will inform you right here to close it right now before it reaches the stop loss. Or I might actually tell you to close it right now on take profit level right here and just close it and get out with the profits to avoid any potential bearish reversal. So again, don't trade by yourself, my friends. Always trade with the Xtreme Trader team. And this is our original and authentic Telegram channel. Be aware, guys, of the scammers who are actually using our name and logo and pretending to be Xtreme Trader. They are actually impersonating us, accusing the victims, actually using them, to tell them to send funds to trade and so on. We never do that. Actually, we have one of the victims, I think, in the YouTube. Let me just show them to you. 1 second. Yeah, I think it's here. This guy here in the comments telling me, is it you promoting this advertisement because I have invested 500 but I didn't withdraw? What do I do? And I was really shocked. I mean, this is not us, guys. This is not me. We never ask you to send any investment. We never ask you to send any funds to trade them for you. We never do that. Only the scammers who are actually impersonating us will tell you to do so. But for us, we are only selling Forex signals, and it doesn't actually exceed that at all. These investments are big scamming. They are promising you for fixed returns. You have to completely avoid that, and just be sure to join the free group of Telegram through the link in the description below of this video, or you can just find it right here, right in front of you. This is the link to Xtreme Trader, or original and authentic and genuine channel on Telegram. So until then, my friends, I hope that was informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.